cross that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call, for real. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
Nothing on that beat.
Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends. I pull up in my pants, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now, that's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow, that's a big no. Gotta chase this money, bankroll after big bankroll. I must get this money, I must get this money. I must get this money, get this money, get this money.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Mariota now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So that'll back them up 5. So the Titans come up here 1st and 15, but kind of interesting, the Titans were penalized the second least amount in the NFL in 2017. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be 2nd down. Again, it's Mariota. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Christian Kirksey in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Throwing is Mariota. Goes underneath for Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter, It's a good running back dive play.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney! Watch him now, Barney!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Hey. 4 down. Win the rep. Let's go right here. 3.
They begin with Henry. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second down, Mariota. To the right side, complete to Taylor. That one goes for 24 yards.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and now it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
At After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chug. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
But not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield, he's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time, and it's 3rd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He can run for it, and he will. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides with that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They go with Chug on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Lucky 56.
And they'll run it here. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Mariota. Smith catches left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Throwing, Mariota. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go. Easy. 1. 3. Stay at home.
They'll throw again. Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. powering his way forward. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Mariota. Now he's forced out. And a loose football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jonathan Hankins able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 14-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Mayfield now on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Final play of the half. Mayfield looking deep downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. to the ground. This time it's Hyde. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second down, Johnson. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Carlos Hyde, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the IMT on the last drive. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield off the play fake. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out come the Titans now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
One. Check. 3 down. Motion, push. One. 3.
Mariota now from the 50. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
One.
Mariota on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 13. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to get the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, they'll run with Chug, fighting through. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second down, Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab at that length, Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Browns on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He shakes it, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Nice, sweetheart.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight end right.
1.
Hey, motion backfield.
First down, Mariota. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
1. Set. Blue 18.
I got him. He's mine.
1.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Tight end's right.
Keep it rolling. 1.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Cloud.
Here's Mariota. Flushed out right. He's going to hit Collins, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Browns on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
4 down. Alert. Gun.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Jurrell Casey. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Check number 6.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
One.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Jamie Collins in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for Cleveland, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.